But you know what? There's something to be said for an honest practitioner of the craft. He tries. He's a limited fighter, but he trains and he gives his all. It's a lot more that can be said for the Bruce Eldons of the world.
John Saraceno, of course, talking about yours truly, Arnie Tokyo Rosenthal. Now, for those of you just joining us, he's talking about Mo Wilson. And Mo starting to try to get that jab started here. Obviously told in his corner between rounds. This fight's slipping away as many.
大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，一人一方，治根治本。帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
Question Ibeabuchi's punching power. I really do.
How so?
I don't think I just don't think he's a natural puncher. I mean, he's a fair puncher. He's a decent puncher, but sometimes the angles he's throwing from and his footwork. He's not really getting the leverage on his shots that he wants to get. See him right there. He was flat-footed and just lazy with that combination. Had nothing on it.
Well,
got hit with a short right hand there, Arnie. Mo Wilson right to the chops. Ibeabuchi gets careless sometimes. He really throws that uppercut. He leaves himself open.
Well, it's what you said earlier, though, John, and it's a great point with Mo Wilson. He lulls you to sleep, and it's exactly what he did there to Ike Ibeabuchi. Ike got lulled to sleep, and he got caught with that short, crisp right inside. However, weathers the storm, and Mo Wilson not able to take advantage of it. He certainly hurt Ike, though, back in the second round.
No question.
Got his attention back then.
I won't be surprised if Ike thought he was back in Nigeria for a couple of seconds. Where am I?
"30 seconds to go, round number 8. We're scheduled for 10. Ibeabuchi, this is the furthest he has ever been at this point, has never heard rounds 9 and 10. Marion Wilson's been there 10 times in his career. Nice body shot there by Ike. Referee Brian O'Melia starting to work a little bit harder. Remember, he took a point away. Round number 5 from Wilson for Lopez. And there's that good body shot. Good body work, though, late in the round from Ibeabuchi. Round number 9. And this is someplace where Ibeabuchi, undefeated, 14-0.
Whoa!
12 knockouts, has never been. And he comes out. He's got Mo Wilson hurt.
Yep.
Mo Wilson, never been stopped before. Taking the best shots right now from Ike the President, and he's got to wonder.
He also landed a couple, too, on Ike's beard. Well, they must have told Mo Wilson between rounds, you got to have a knockout to win this fight. It's getting late.
But he took some big shots there from Ike the President, Ibeabuchi. And I think Ike understands now why some of those names we mentioned earlier, the Galatas, the Pontas, the Jeremy Williams, the Ray Mercers, the Jimmy Thunders, all couldn't stop Marion Wilson. They beat him, but they couldn't stop him.
The swelling in the left eye of Mo Wilson. That eye continues to close ever so slightly. Now, I can't afford to fall in the trap here, too, if Arnie. Just looking for that one shot now.
John, round number 9. Is Ike looking a little tired to you?
Yes. Well, I mean, he came out with that flurry. He looked tired in between rounds on his stool. There was an exchange to start the round, and I think Ike is a bit winded.
And he's keeping his hands low. His legs seem pretty good. His volume of punches are good, but he's keeping his hands a lot lower than he was keeping them earlier in the fight.
And the one thing he doesn't want to get caught with is that right hand over the top from Wilson. That's his real weapon.
And Mo Wilson won't give up on trying to land this uppercut. He's thrown a dozen uppercuts in this fight. None of them have landed, and 4 of them have landed low, and it cost him a point earlier back in round number 5. Continues to work the body fairly nice. Carrying that left hand very low right now is Ike the President.
2 good body shots downstairs by the Prez.
We're talking about tired. Mo Wilson holding on real close.
He's holding him like it's his best girl. And for good reason. He got rocked to start this 9th round. And Wilson has stayed away from the body the last couple of rounds. Of course, he had a point deducted in the 5th round.
And we come to the end of round number 9, and he's unofficially going to need a knockout to win this one. 10th and final round. First time Ike the President Ibeabuchi's been in the 10th round. This will be the 11th go for the distance for the veteran, Mo Wilson.
And you know they told Ike in his corner, watch out for that right hand. Don't get careless. Keep your left up. And Ike is coming out with a lot of offense in this round.
Ike is in the black and white, solid black for Mo Wilson. And, you know, maybe they say, hey, you're far enough ahead. This guy's not hurting you. Let's see if you could be the first guy to stop him. We don't know what's... We weren't able to listen in that last round.
Well, I think they realize that Mo Wilson is tired, and Ibeabuchi seems to have caught a bit of a second wind, and he clearly is closing fast in this fight.
And again, unofficially, I've got it 89-82. John's got it 88-82, both for Ike the President.
But you see Ibeabuchi here using some lateral movement in and out, side to side, to try and stay away from that right hand. How many times have you seen before a guy get careless in the final round, get caught with something? But I don't think we're going to see that here tonight. Mo Wilson running out of time. And in more ways than one.
34 years of age and a career that he started when he was 27, has managed already to squeeze 32 fights in. Unfortunately, a record of 9-20, 3 draws, 4 knockouts. And Ibeabuchi, with a little more than a minute to go in the fight, looks like he's well on his way to remaining undefeated, trying to get his 15th win.
Mo Wilson has won only 1 of his last 14 fights. That includes a draw.
And that was the first round knockout of Thomas Williams. However, I know for a fact that 3 of those were either split decisions or majority decisions, and I don't have the details on the ones I don't know about.
So he has been competitive, even in the fights he's lost. And in boxing, competitive will pay the bills.
And John, let me ask you, good learning lesson though tonight for Ike?
No question. I think that Ike may have thought he was farther along than he is in his boxing progress. And to face a guy like Mo Wilson, a survival type guy, an awkward guy, and to know that you can go 10 rounds if you have to, that's got to benefit a young fighter. But Ike's got to continue to work hard in the gym. He's got to work on his skills. He's got to work on his technique, and maybe his win.
Well, I got to tell you though, I'm impressed with the stamina though tonight. I thought he'd be in a lot worse shape coming to the 10th round. I think
body shot by Wilson.
I think he looks in really good shape here tonight, and I think they've got to be very proud with what they managed to get through a full 10 rounds. As unofficially, I have it 99-91. Ike the President Ibeabuchi. John?
98-90. I'm sorry, 98-91. And I don't think it's going to matter. They don't care about our scores anyway.
We're unofficial.
We're not consulted by the New Jersey State Athletic Commission.
Not about that, anyway. There they are over in the corner with Derek Roddy. Derek Roddy. Ike Ibeabuchi took the fight on 2 days' notice. Still jumping around. Mo took it on 2 days' notice. I'm not getting any of the names right. And we take a look here at action from the end of round number 10 And take a look how
double
strong
jab.
Mo Wilson finished.
Yep, good double jab. And you saw him going to the body, holding and hitting Ibeabuchi. And got off a late flurry there. But it was for naught.
And adjusted nicely, because at the end of 3 rounds, this fight was either even or you actually had Mo Wilson up at the end
I had
of
him
3.
winning rounds 2 and 3.
Right. Nice adjustment, though. Showed good maturity, good stamina, going his first 10-round distance. Ike Ibeabuchi should be improving to 15-0.
You're the man. You're the man.
As we await our official decision. And we're going to go up now to our ring announcer, Dennis Miller.
Boxing fans, here is the decision of the judges. Steve Weisfeld scores it 98-91. Eugene Grant, 189. The final judge, Emil Conforti, 96-93 for the winner by unanimous decision, Ibeabuchi.
There you have it. Unanimous decision, 98-91, 100-89.